Where's your helmet, you clown?
In me shorts. I've noticed I've been watching people doing this sort of stuff. Because like Don's like, geez, you hold it hard.
All the talk coming into the Tour de France, Scotty, was will Alan Davis say, fuck that. I'll just get straight to the point, ready?
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, straight.
Sorry about Melbourne. Well, mate, all of Australia's waiting for this year's tour. I think you're in better condition than last year. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely had a better lead in than last year, for sure.
Well, that was a bit of a balls up. Fabian.
They required power plus superb skill. What went into winning, getting that yellow jersey?
Can you? I didn't. Sorry.
For me, I agreed immediately because it's something I'd already been thinking about. I want to have a good off-season.
Cut to that.
Cut. Where are we going to cut back in?
Oh, you cut from your question, I suppose.
Oh, no, I'll just say I had a conversation with Andre Chimel.
Because have you got the footage? You got the footage of Down Under?
That draws a close to stage 2 of this year's Tour de France, and I suppose into... f*** you. I'll do it again.
That draws a close. We hear it every single day.
Yeah, I know, okay.
And don't say done and dusted.
Righto. Before, he's one of the biggest contenders of this year's tour, and he's... f***ing French units.
What's wrong with the French?
All right, ready?
So strong with Sebastian, and oh, he's my family. Shit. Come here and get involved with some TV action. It's my mum.
Some consolation, I guess.
Watch the suffering and me look like a fucking imbecile.
Lance, it's a fairy tale comeback.
A great performance today, Lance.
Whoa!
I tried to get on Lance's bike this afternoon. I actually got on it, and I feel like I might have done something to the chain that's responsible for the 1/1000th of a second that he missed the jersey by.
Nah, shit, no, you do it.
Yeah, no, and then I'll say, well, actually, it's...
Le Captain Diagnum to Perpignan.
I can say that.
All right, ready?
I can say that, yeah.
Well, here's Lance Armstrong after stage 5. Yeah. And then let's...
No, you joke,
She's f***ing almost sunk.
Now we had Robbie McEwen out on the 50-metre Katusha yacht the other day with the Bugatti Veyron parked out the front. I guess not everyone are as privileged as Russian gas billionaires. Share the load.
Their bums are going to get as wet as Scotty's at the press centre that day. And that wasn't because of the water, that was sweat.
Giro, it sort of came up that it was said that you guys were a little bit too aggressive in one or two of the stage finishes. Is that something that you guys think you are or have spoken about?
Oh no, I encourage it. I think it's good. I think get the job done. It's sprinting, eh?
Bit of biffo.
Yeah, why not? Why not bring it back? Like State of Origin. I'd bring it back, I reckon.
Oh, fair enough. Bring back the biff.
Bringing a bit of biff back into the sprints. Is that a bit of rugby background, mate? Are you trying to get a bit of All Blacks bloody happening in the finishes?
If I was going true rugby style, I'd be hitting out on the piss every night as well.
Are you a fan of the race radio?
I much prefer the iPod, really, but race radio gets a bit boring. He's pretty shy, Jens.
And then he was just leaning down to get something out of his suitcase, and I could see like the skin on his hair through his hairs. And I was about to say, Stewie, I think you start to get bald. And as I said, Stewie, I think you, and he looked up to me really angry. Don't even dare to go there. Don't even say it. So as if he could have read my mind, he knew exactly what I wanted to say. You know, that like it looks like he's losing some hair. Don't even go there. Don't even say it. And of course I shut up and didn't say anything, you know.
Yeah, he's called us in for an interview. No. He's called us in. Thanks, man.
Wouldn't let us through. Thanks, man.
Because I roughed you up now.
Yeah, we need bodyguards ourselves.
He roughed you up.
Yeah, I know. Barcelona, Scotty, the weather didn't turn it on for us in the end, which is a shame. And the two favourites going into this stage...
Oscar.
I'll do it better.
180k stage, which was the highlight, I guess, was a four-man breakaway that had Robert Miller in that. Oh, David. Robert's from like the 80s.
Okay, that draws a close to stage 6 here at the Tour de France, and we're in Barcelona.
We are.
Okay, that draws...
Right. Michael Rogers is in a little bit of trouble at the moment. We're not sure exactly how bad the crash was, but he didn't look too good, did he?
Yeah, well, I had a chance to speak to him yesterday with the diary entry. It was all about crashes. And he had a go at me saying that, you know, oh, you're off to a positive start to the day, but... Yeah,
you jinxed him, mate. You jinxed him.
Nah, I didn't jinx him. Of course I didn't.
Now, Dan, the other day in one of your Dan's Diary episodes, you asked a few of the riders about their worst ever crashes.
Yeah, because people want to know that.
They do, yeah. It's very interesting, you know. We watch car racing for the crashes, we watch the bike racing for the crashes. But it seems that I actually said on the day that you may have jinxed Mick Rogers because the next day he crashed. And
I handled that pretty well. I handled that pretty well. Well, yeah, it's. I'm actually going to make a public apology to all the guys that I asked that question, and I can assure them all that I will never ask that question again, because you look at it, Dodge crashed, done his back, vertebrae gone. Heinrich today, he said, leading into the interview, you know, I've never crashed, and you know, I handle the bike well. He's lost probably 30% of his right buttock.
No worries, fair dinkum. No walking furries.
Don't put it too close to the scar, though, mate.
Yeah, never right there.
You're talking about nipples, you've got to watch it.
Check that out.
You put me off my dinner.
You're riding?
Yeah, just starting. Just putting in 20-mile days. It's like, just get to a hill and going, okay, thank you. How are you doing?
Really good. Starting again in an hour.
Put a few guys on the front each to make sure that brake didn't get too far.
Well, as the band comes through, we're going to cut now to an interview from Marcus Cavendish and Mark Renshaw after stage 10.
If they don't start chipping away at the time using some tactics to either put a Astana in the lead or do something, they could suddenly see the Tour running away from them. What do you reckon, Scotty?
Yeah, look, I agree. I think, you know...
Yeah, look, I agree. I think, you know...
We're all waiting for you to attack Lance. Just didn't quite have the legs today.
Well, I don't know, but as far as I know, I was attacking. I don't know if you haven't seen it, but I did.
Well, I didn't actually. It's up here, stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Better now, mate. So many photos taken walking out of drug control. All these photographers hope that I have a problem with the test, and then the photo actually value of somebody.
You're looking a bit more cheery now, though, mate.
I was just absolutely exhausted. You know, I'm human. Is that strange?
Still up there amongst the contenders, but lost a little bit of time.
Sorry, that's the dog whining. Yeah, you know, I from kilometre 0 yesterday, I really just wasn't feeling like I normally do at the Tour, and I'm gonna have to start this again.
Justin and Shay, yeah?
That's pretty funny, yeah.
Fucking take 2. All right. The fucking mic wasn't turned on. All right. Plenty more action to come, and we'll speak to you soon. Speak to you soon. Where the f*** did I pull?